Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 4 decks of cards today. We're going to connect with the energy around you, your person, your journey. We're going to bring in the beautiful messages from heaven communication cards. I'm also going to bring in the Chrysalis tarot and the written in the stars cards. And I'm going to bring in the deck I used in last night's reading, the Divine Essentials by Bridget Counterparts Oracle. So let's see what's going on today. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. What's the energy coming in for you? What's the energy coming in for you? What's the energy coming in for them today? Straight out. And what's the energy that's coming in around the journey today? Straight out. No messing around with the angels. Boom, there's the guidance, okay? What's the energy around you today? What's the message coming through for you today? And what's the message coming through for them today? I feel it's that one, those two. And what's the energy around the journey? Very powerful. What's the guidance for you today? What's written in the stars for you today? One card. What's written in the stars for them today? What's going on with them today? What do we need to know? One card. And what's the energy around the journey? We've just got balance connection jumping out for them there. So they clearly want to balance the connection with you. And then I want to bring this deck in just to see if there's anything that you're going through or wanting clarity on, or, you know, going into any kind of worry about anything. So I'm going to see what you may be needing answers to or dealing with, or what do we need to know for you from this deck. And again, they give me a little block in the throat there. So this could also be if there's delays in communication, if they've gone silent on you or they're not opening up yet, or you just want to know what's going on. So what's the guidance for you? And what's the guidance for them? Straight out. That's a beautiful card. Just seeing that. And that one is. I've just seen when they jumped out. And what's the energy around the journey? There we go. So look at this, what you're saying here. You're saying, I imagine what our life would be like together. And this may be what you're doing right now. You may be visualizing. And I feel that's so important you do that, but you also do it in a way where you don't obsess over it. You let go of the attachment to the outcome, the when and the how and all of that. And you just know this is going to happen. See it like it's already happening. Because sometimes we can get stuck in the seeing it in the future. If you imagine and visualize it in the present moment, I am in a wonderful, loving relationship. I am cooking your tea tonight. I am waiting for you to come through that door. I am expecting you. Then you know it's coming, but you let go of the when. So you stop worrying about well, it's got to happen soon, or I'm moving on, or the body clock's ticking if you're wanting kids, or worry about the karmic partner, or whatever else. The angels want you to focus on you and them, and then give it to heaven. Which means when you're in a high vibration and you are visualizing that, then you just focus on you. You do other things, you work on your goals, your dreams, your passions, and you allow the universe to create the way, because if you go there in the mind, you're going to go there in the body. And that's why when you visualize something, it's very likely you go out and about and you see it somewhere, or you are shown it. You know, we were talking about cars yesterday. I think it was on a live, and I was talking about a Ferrari. And I was thinking in my mind about a Ferrari, and I don't drive, so I have no, interest in fast cars, anything like that. But I do like to see a Ferrari every now and again. And, it's rare where I live to see a Ferrari. And I was waiting for the bus the other day, and I was at the bus stop, and there was a purple Ferrari. I've never seen a purple one before, just going down the road. So it was a Ferrari, and it was purple. And purple's obviously connected with the third eye and, seeing things and the vision. And the point I'm making is, when you're thinking about something, you're putting your energy and your attention onto it, the universe is going to show you that it's starting to manifest in your world. So if you're imagining what your life would be like, and then you start seeing aspects of that, either out and about or on your social media, or maybe you get a call off your person out the blue, or a message, it's the universe saying, hey, I am manifesting this for you, but you have to trust that I'm doing that for you. So the message is very clear. Imagine what your life would be like together. Because when you go there in the mind, the door opens. The mind creates a door, and they give me fear. When the fear is released, though, the mind creates a door that the body can enter. That's why in The Secret, if you watch the film The Secret, they show you the sequence of events where you've got two groups of people. One group of people is running a race, and they are running the race and they're actually running it physically. Another group of people are closing their eyes and visualizing running the race, and they are hooked up to kind of brain machines, so they're monitoring what their brain is doing, what neurons are firing when they are running this race in their mind. And the evidence shows, the facts show through what they are shown on the screens and all the information they are gathering, that the same things run in both minds in the same way. So for example, the neurons fire in the same way, whether you're running it physically or imagining running it. So it creates the same feelings, the same emotions, the same adrenaline. And that's the same when you're visualizing. So if you visualize it and you feel it, because it's not just about imagining it and hoping for it and wanting it, it's the feeling that creates the manifestation. If you're feeling what it's going to be like, if you're smelling the food that you're cooking in the oven, and you're feeling the touch of their hands on your face, or you're feeling holding the hands up, you're releasing all this fear. If you feel it with power, you're going to manifest it. You're going to go through that door. You're going to walk through that in your mind, and you're going to walk there in your body. So visualization is so powerful. Yet they are giving me the gulp in the throat, the fear coming up, which is all your ego saying, well, you're not doing that really, are you? That's why you have to do this when you're in a high vibration. Anytime you're feeling negative about it, focus on raising your vibration in another way, going in nature, breathing, calming your energy. Because if you imagine what your life would be like together, you're going to create it. Now, they want me to give you some tools for this before I move on to these cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the Twin Flames in Union Oracle. This is one of my decks here. So what can you visualize, or what do the angels want you to be aware of for how you are imagining your life together? And this can even be happening in dreams, okay? So the first card we've got is how much fun you have. I love how much fun we have. Now, this is a great message to come through because this will raise your vibration. So if you visualize having fun together, could be going out and doing something fun, something you enjoy. Could be going watching a comedy film, or going to a comedy club, or just laughing together. Maybe you've got ice creams and you're putting ice cream on each other's noses, or you're just doing something silly together. Or you could just be tickling each other in the bedroom, or just laughing together over dinner, or sitting on the sofa, whatever it is. So you can imagine doing those things. So it isn't going to be anything specific. It can be something that's unique to you, something that makes you laugh and smile and uplift your vibration. And that's going to bring the feeling in more than, because you're laughing and you're visualizing fun, than being rigid and serious about it. Every grocery shopping, even grocery shopping, every time you go is exciting with you. So for example, you go and do your weekly shop, and you go together, and perhaps you have some fun doing that. You're joking in the aisles, you're picking things up, you're having fun. So you can also visualize doing this, because this is something you will do together when you live together. So yes, you may order your groceries online, or maybe you go one day, they go another day, or you go together. But visualize what it looks like buying the food for both of you, or cooking them a meal. But even grocery shopping, every time you go, is exciting, it's fun, because you're spending time together. So these are things you can focus on to visualize, especially if you struggle with visualization, or you don't know how to visualize your life together, because perhaps your ego keeps coming up saying, yeah, but you're not together now, there's a karmic partner, or this is your life really, or this is what your home is really like, you're here on your own, or there's other people around, or whatever it is. These are ways you can convince your mind, which creates the door that your body can enter, that you are physically together now. So going grocery shopping, having fun, these are things you can visualize. And I am so in love with you. I am so in love with you. And I love this. I've got to show you this card, because when I shuffled the Divine Essentials deck and I saw their card come up, look what's come out for them. I will always love you. They love you. They will always love you. Okay, and I'll talk about that more in a moment when we do their energy. But this is you saying, I'm so in love with you. And they're saying, I will always love you. So when you are having fun together, grocery shopping, whatever you're doing together, imagining this life, you feel that loving feeling. You feel so in love. You feel the power of the love, and that raises your vibration, and it puts you into the exact energy you need to be in to manifest your dreams. So try and spend the day today, or at least a moment, thinking and visualizing, whether you do it just sitting there, or you do a meditation, or you go out in nature and do this, however you want to do it. It's the feeling that creates it. So have the feeling of the fun and the love, and just doing something normal like grocery shopping, because that shows you how easy you can manifest it. We've got divine masculine here as well. So I feel that someone needs to hear this. Maybe you're doubting who this person is to you. You may be thinking, is this my divine masculine? Are they a karmic partner? Are they a catalyst? What is it? And the divine masculine card has come up to reassure you, this is your twin flame, or this is your divine masculine. If you're after that 99% confirmation, and you have that 0.1% in your mind because you know it, and you're thinking, I just want it to be shown to me, that's going to validate it for you. But it's more that you have the 99% knowledge. It's the 1% you're after, really thinking, is it really them? Is it really them? And this is how I feel showing you that sign. Some of you could even be operating in divine masculine energy right now, and you're visualizing that life together, but you're also allowing it to come to you. You're no longer trying to force it or rush it. You are allowing yourself to visualize it instead. I feel someone watching is a divine masculine, and you are imagining your life together right now. So if you're the masculine watching this right now, this is a message for you. Remember, we've connected with your energy, their energy in the journey. So take it. But I feel this is a huge sign about you coming into union with your divine masculine, because you might be thinking, well, I'm imagining a life with this other person I've met or someone else, and the angel's saying you're meant to be with your divine masculine. That's the way it's meant to be. Now you've got the weaver, and they're showing me this a little bit like the wheel. So the Wheel of Fortune, what they show me the weaver as here is, if you've seen the show Once Upon a Time, when Rumpelstiltskin is weaving his gold. So I feel what you're weaving right now, what you're doing is creating gold in your life. It's whatever you're doing, you're weaving things into place. So things are being woven for you. Motorbike, that's about speed. Your mind creates the web, the woven energy where you're creating. So I'm seeing this like the creator. And this is the Queen of Scrolls. So this is really about you understanding yourself better, learning about yourself more, knowing what you want, maybe writing down what you want, maybe drawing pictures of what you want. If you were visualizing, a great tool to use, and I've spoken about this before, get a piece of paper, like an A4 piece of paper, and get a felt tip pen, like a felt tip marker pen, and close your eyes and visualize all these things. Maybe you're going grocery shopping, you're sitting on the sofa, you're having fun, you're laughing together, you're spending time together. Maybe you're waiting for them to come home from work and they come through the door and perhaps they trip up and you laugh about it, or whatever it is. And then when you've got that clearly in your mind, without negativity, without doubt, without fear, get your felt tip pen on the paper, close your eyes and draw a symbol. Draw it. Maybe you're an artist and you want to draw it. You want to draw what this looks like, and then put it up in your house, put it up on your vision board. So I'm seeing this as you creating, drawing a picture in your mind, creating a picture in your mind that's going to be woven into your reality. And we've got the poet King of Scrolls. So I love that we've got the Queen and King of Scrolls coming up, because this shows you see them as your equal. And you know that they match your energy when you're in your power together. And when you're having fun, it feels that way, without the ego causing the problems, the stress, the anxiety, or creating any delays. And I'm also seeing this as you speaking words of love. So speaking words of love out. Maybe you are a poet, maybe you love reading poetry. Or maybe you want to write them a poem and put it on your vision board. Or you may even want to write a poem about this. And I'm not saying send them a poem. You may not be very good at drawing or thinking about it. Maybe it stresses you out visualizing. It doesn't serve everyone. But you may love using words to describe it. So you could write a poem about it instead. This is my life. It's so cool. This is my life. I feel sometimes like a fool, but I know that it's all fun. and I know we'll have a son. I can't rhyme, okay? So I'm just coming out with things. You may want to make a fun poem up about your journey together, about your life together that you're going to have. We go to the shops and we have some Cocoa Pops, it's whatever. We buy some Cocoa Pops, we get some, what are those lollipops? Lollipops, we get some lollipops, the things that make it fun, and then put that on your vision board. So I feel this is you visualising in a fun way, because it's going to make you feel, even me talking about it is uplifting my vibration, and it's putting me into a higher energy. And that's what the angels want you to do today. So if your divine masculine is quiet, silent, distant today, don't worry about them. Just visualise this life you're going to have with them. Write it down. Maybe you want to write a fun poem anyway. Maybe you want to write a fun little poem in the comments section for me today to read about your journey. What are you doing when you're grocery shopping? We're sitting on the sofa together. You feel so fabulous and like heaven. You can come out, obviously I'm going to rhyme these poems. You could just write down how your life will look in the present tense, not our future will be. We have this life. I love my life. I love the wonderful life we share together. I love the time we have together. It just changes the dynamic of the connection. And we're easing the blockage which is holding you back. Go for it. I love this because I feel that I was guided to this card after these, because the angel's saying if you're doing this, these blocks are going to lift up. So really this is Archangel Nathaniel, Lord Ganesh, saying to you, we are easing the blockages. So whatever the blockages are in your connection, the angels are assisting with that, saying whatever's holding you back, it won't. Go for it. So I'm feeling two things. They show me a dragonfly as well, which is about change. They're also showing me blockages. So if there's been any blockages in your home, maybe your drains have been blocked. Remember we talked about that about a month ago. Drains being blocked, or maybe your sink's been blocked, or you've had some kind of blockages around your home. That's also going to clear up. So maybe you get your drains unblocked, or the water starts running for you, because this is about going with the flow as well. Also, if you've been constipated, that's been a blockage. If you felt that, you're going to go to the toilet, you're going to go to the bathroom, you're going to have a number 2. So I definitely feel this is digestion getting better as well. So if there's been any blockages, so I'm not saying all of you have been constipated, but they are giving me fear around that, because when constipation comes in, and this is my Ascension deck, I'll show you this, when there's constipation, obviously it can be caused by stomach problems, bloating, all of that, but sometimes constipation is about fear of letting go or needing to release the fear. So it's about being in constant control. So if you have been trying to constantly control this connection, constantly reaching out, constantly trying, and instead of doing that, okay, my person needs to be the one to make the move now. So instead of reaching out and initiating things and trying to make things happen and sitting around worrying about everything, maybe you're on the toilet and you're worrying about everything, so you're holding everything in, you're going to release it by visualization work, drawing, painting, art, writing, poetry, these things, and then you're going to go the loose. I feel you're going to release that need to control. The angels say trust the flow of your life, which again is what's happening here. We've got this waterfall, this flow. Trust the flow of your life to regulate things again, and trust in the angels to regulate things between you again, to bring you back together, to create the way, and affirm there is always a plan. There is always a plan. So have faith in God's plan. So if something seems to be going wrong, affirm this is going right. It's working in my favour. This happening today is making things move in the right direction. So I definitely feel if you've been having constipation or you've been having blocks, they're going to be released. Okay, maybe you go the other way, it's going to regulate. So say if you've been going the loo a lot, if you've been having diarrhea, for example, which I'm not connecting with today, but some of you may have had that, things are going to get more regulated. So this could also be a sign about you bulking up. But I feel it's more about the need to go. So don't worry if you've been stuck, you haven't had any, you haven't been able to go, because you will. And I feel this could also be anyone who's been like if your period, for the ladies watching, you know, if your period's delayed and you're wondering why, I feel that that's also going to start being regulated again. Or you're regulating, if you're going through menopause, you know, things are going to regulate again. Otherwise, you're going to get in a normal cycle, you're going to be okay. Whereas if things may have been up and down. So I'm definitely feeling a lot of change coming in here. But a big message that blockages are being released. And what they're guiding me to share with you is, this is how to help to assist. Because you might be sitting there today thinking, what can I do to help my journey move forward without reaching out or without obsessively thinking about that? And change the way you're doing it, because when you're obsessively thinking about them, it's more likely you're in fear about it, worry, what are they doing, who are they with, how are they thinking, feeling, when are they going to reach out? And that's all kind of fear-based energy, it's gripping energy. When you let go, you're fun, like seeing it in a fun way, saying, okay, what will our life be like? We're going to have fun when we go grocery shopping. You know, maybe you pick up a cucumber and you have a joke about it, and it makes you go to the bedroom when you get home. So these are things you can put into poetry. So their energy, look at this. I will always love you. I will always love you no matter what. Doesn't matter whether you've been together 5 minutes or 50 years, the feelings are still there. And these are things you can incorporate into this poem you're writing or this visualization you're having. Them telling you they love you, they'll always love you. Perhaps seeing yourselves when you're 90 together, okay? Out with your Zimmer frames, maybe dancing around with each other, maybe having a dance around the living room, you know, like a ballroom dance, and your person says, I'll always love you, I still love you. So these are things you can bring a bit of humour into the connection about, and it will lift your vibration up, because they want a balanced connection. And the thing is, if you are pulling your energy back, no longer constantly reaching out to them, or constantly worrying about them, or constantly trying, you're balancing your energy. And that's creating a balance in the connection that they can feel and sense. And that gives them the power to step into their masculine energy and move forward to you. Now, the tarot for them, we've got the mean. Now, this is powerful because this is the page of spirals. And when I'm looking at this, I'm seeing, because this is some kind of deer or animal. And when I'm looking at this, I'm being shown the ram. So that's what they are showing me. You may see something else. Obviously, you may see the Fool in this card as well. Huge sign of taking a leap of faith, moving towards you, taking action, stepping up, which is what he's doing here. Stepping up, which I feel is when you pull your energy back to bring a balance into the connection, so you allow them to step forward. Remember, we spoke about that yesterday, like a game of tennis. If you shoot a ball over, they've got to shoot the ball back. Okay, so it really is about playing the game in that way. Even though it's not a game, don't think I'm telling you to play a game with them. This is about recognising, okay, now I've got to wait for the reply, or I just need to allow them to step forward. I initiated last time, now it's their time, and let them step up. This is what they're doing. But the ram is also a huge sign of movement, because ram is fire energy, the Aries season, that brought a lot of change in as well. And it's about moving forward, blasting things out of the way. So again, I'm seeing this as blockages being released. And the mime is also about miming things, taking action. So I feel they're going to take action to show you through their actions, not their words, how they feel. Because when we mime, okay, there's no words, there's no voice there. There are actions. Because a mimer will, you know, do actions that show you what they want to say. And I feel this is what the message is. They want to show you with actions how they feel, that they still love you, that they want balance in the connection. And the page of spirals, what I'm connecting with here as well, is this is about good news coming in, delays coming to an end, especially delays in communication. Yeah, we got the Corsair here, Knight of Spirals. So look at the pirate there. So again, they know that they've perhaps, you know, been dodgy before, or they haven't shown you the truth. And now they're receiving the parrot guidance. We've got the parrot there. They're receiving the guidance about how to make this better. So I feel this is really about them showing up for you authentically. Whereas before they may have been wearing that mask, or they may have felt like they've been wearing a costume. And now they want to move forward to you. So the parrot is about repetitive guidance. They are repetitively being shown that they need to show you with actions, not just words, how they feel. And a lot of them do struggle with words anyway. So maybe they haven't even told you with words how they feel, but they intend to come forward. They don't want to rob you anymore of a life together. because they feel that that's what they've done. They've robbed you of a life together. Now, what I'm also feeling here as well is some of them may like pirates, or they may like pirate films. Maybe you love the Jack Sparrow films. Okay, that's what I'm connecting with there as well. So someone may like that, Pirates of the Caribbean. Maybe that they like those films. Maybe that's connected with your journey and somehow, or some kind of pirate film or pirate ship. They give me a pirate ship as well. There could also be Viking energy between the two of you. So this could well be connected with the past as well, like past lives. We've got the Muse, Queen of Spirals. I love this because this is showing you the stepping stones to come to you. Like it starts with a step forwards and then them showing up for you and you coming through here as the Muse. So they are guided by you. They are inspired by you. You are their muse, their light, their inspiration. You're filled with light. And I love that we've got a deer in this because the deer is the divine feminine grace, the compassion, the way that you operate in your power and light. And they are very drawn to you because of that. And this is also a huge sign that they love what you wear. Some of them are going to come to you. And they give me as well a costume party. I feel someone may be going to a costume party, or maybe you met at a costume party, or there's going to be a costume party that's resonate with someone. I'm not saying that's for everyone, but maybe they dressed up as a pirate and you dressed up, in kind of like an outfit like this. But I feel this also about role-playing, dressing up for each other. These are also fun things you can incorporate into this poem that you do. Okay, because maybe you role-play in the bedroom and they are a pirate and you're wanting to be rescued, or maybe you've got to walk the plank or something like that. These are just things that give me in my mind that you can incorporate into this poem or this visualization to bring fun into the connection. Maybe you've got your own way of bringing fun into the connection, and that's what you're visualizing. They give me fear there as well, and like going out in vehicles, like a motorbike just went past again. So yes, it's about speed, but maybe they've got a motorbike and you go on that together and you have some fun there. Fear coming through there as well, releasing the fear, anything that releases the fear. But ultimately, they are guided by you because you are their muse and their light. Now, the guidance for them is, they give me this block, because what they're saying to you is, hold us in your heart, not in your home. It's okay to declutter. Now, I love this because the first thing is, they are being guided to declutter their life. The wood snake is assisting them with releasing things that need to go. So it may start small for them, like they start clearing out the vehicle, maybe they clear the car out, or they start clearing a room out in the house, and then they start realising, hang on, this is more about me. I've got to declutter my life, I need to leave this karmic situation, or I need to end this cycle, or I need to change this about myself. And he says, hold us in your heart, not in your home. So I feel the big message here as well is, remember that the home is a feeling. So it wouldn't matter where you are together. Wouldn't matter if you were in the garden. It wouldn't matter if you're in a house. It wouldn't matter if you were grocery shopping. Because when you are together, you feel each other's love. So it's a feeling of being together. It's the feeling of coming home, not the place itself. So don't kind of pay so much attention to the place you're going to be, because obviously you're saying, I am visualizing and imagining what our life would be like together. Maybe you're visualizing a home, and that's okay, but it's like the angels are reminding you that you can be anywhere and feel that way. You can be in a hotel, you could be in a bed and breakfast, you could be miles away from what you class as your home or your country of living, or you could be anywhere and you would still feel this way. And they're saying, hold me in your heart, not in your home. So there's also a huge message about feeling the love and the power of it. And maybe you're decluttering too, because you may well be preparing for them to come to you. They may come to you because they realise it's not where they are that's making sense to them. It's where you are that's making sense to them. And it's not the location of where you live or the place where you live, even though they feel very safe with you when they come to you there. But it's you that makes them feel that way. It's not the home or the place or the things you have. It's you, it's your heart and soul. And I feel they also have loved ones around them guiding them. People they hold in their heart. And they recognise it's okay to make changes. And I feel this is definitely also about them walking away from things in their life that they may be afraid of leaving behind. And they're going to hold those memories, those thoughts in their heart. So they're okay to move on and start a new chapter with you. So the energy around the journey, what I'm also connecting with, thank you angels, is saying, if they are with a karmic partner right now, this is what they just showed me, where's that card gone? They feel like a pirate. Okay, they feel like they are robbing themselves of happiness, robbing that karmic partner of happiness as well. And this is the card I'm looking for, because this may also be someone they are afraid to hurt. So they're also finding the courage to actually speak the truth and repeat the truth to a karmic partner, okay? So the energy around the connection is, I adore your smirks and smiles. I love your cute little laugh. So there really is this message I need to bring to you today, like homework from heaven, to bring fun into the connection. And you can do that through fun visualization, fun writing, poetry, about the life you're going to have together, the fun you're going to have. And that will bring in laughter. And it's like they will hear that energetically. They'll connect with that. They'll feel the lightheartedness coming through. It'll feel more playful. There'll be a lightness to the load. And it's more likely, because of that energy, they're going to reach out quicker. And they're saying, I adore you. I adore your smirks and smiles. I adore your laugh, the way you are when you're having fun, when we have fun together. And you may think the same thing. You love the way their mouth turns up a certain way and their eyes light up when they're having fun. We've got follow signs. And they are being guided, and so are you. And I'm giving you some signs in this reading about how to uplift your vibration and bring communication in quicker or manifest things quicker. And follow the signs is also what they're being guided, the parrot guidance they are receiving, repetitive signs. And we've got the psyche, the world here. So there's definitely going to be a new chapter beginning for you both. You've got the world in your hands. The world is your oyster. So you may even want to visualize your life together traveling or going somewhere new in the world. How would that look like? So use your psyche, your psychic senses, your connection with the divine, your intuition, your mind, your imagination to visualize and create what you want. And they are constantly dreaming about you and thinking about you. Why? Because they still love you and they will always love you. And the signs are pointing to you because all paths lead home. And they love your smile, your laughter, the sound of your laugh, the sound of your voice when you laugh, the way you do certain things. You know, little things. You know, my masculine said, you know, when I'm in a huff, I kind of go, you know, and he did it, and it just made me smile, you know, that he was picking up on something to do with me. So remember, you notice things about them, they notice things about you. And the guidance for the journey is try not to worry. We will bring helpful people into your life. So this is showing you the right people are going to come in to support you, to help you, to guide you. Could be you've been guided to this reading today. The angel's saying just try not to worry, make it more light-hearted. The roots of your connection run deep. And we will bring helpful people into your life. And that means they're going to bring helpful people into their life too. People who guide them, give them an idea or observe something and say something. You know, maybe they're at work and someone just says something. It makes them realise, I've got to change my life. I need to do something differently. Could be a helpful person because they give them a sign that leads to you. And these can be strangers or people you're connecting with. So I definitely feel you're being guided on your journey in more ways than one. You're being guided and shown the way through people you're interacting with, people you are coming across in your day-to-day, people that they are interacting with and coming across in their day-to-day, because the universe wants you together, because you're their muse and you are a light worker and you're here for a mission. So trust the love today, make it fun and playful, use your visualization and your creativity to uplift your vibration, manifest, and that will blast things out of the way, remove blockages and bring you together quicker than you can even imagine. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.